Good morning. This is Dr. Priscilla. I am a native English speaker. I live in the U.S. and today I will have a conversation with Manabendra. I will give Manabendra a moment to introduce himself, to tell us about his country, where he lives, what he does, things of that nature, and anything else he wished to share. Good morning, Manabendra.
Good morning, Priscilla.
So tell us a little about yourself.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank for providing me the opportunity to introduce myself. This is Manabendra Sarkar. I am native of Bangladesh. I obtained Bachelor of Business Administration degree from the School of Business and Management under Shahidul University of Science and Technology. I passed HSC, higher secondary certificate, and secondary school certificate in 2010 and 8 respectively. I'm very much a proactive, hardworking person, diligent, and I love to do outdoor activities. And in my free time, I like to go for traveling, playing outdoor games with some of my friends. And in future, my long-term goal is to do something for the betterment of the people of our country and for the world. And I think our action speaks louder than the words. And uh, I really like to uh, do learning online. One of my most favorite hobbies is to meet new people from different countries, so that I easily can understand and can come across a new culture. I think this is very much a globalized approach of the people, and I really like to follow such sort of things.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Manabendra. What I did not get was
Most welcome. Most welcome.
what I did not get was the country from which you live. Where do you live? Where do you live?
I live in Bangladesh.
In Bangladesh?
I live in Bangladesh.
Okay, Bangladesh.
Yes.
I think I understood that you studied and you have a degree in business administration.
Uh-huh.
And how long have you been out of school?
I am out of school for 3 years.
So you have been out of school for 2 years?
For 3 years. 3 years.
You have been out of school for 3 years?
Yes, for 3 years.
Okay, for 3 years you have been out of school. Now, after you graduated and you've worked, were you working? Did you start to work immediately?
Oh no, I have been taking preparation for the Bangladesh Civil Service examination, which is super competitive. Like 1 million people compete for just 100 posts. And this hyper competitive exam, and we need to uh, uh, enhance the skill in mathematics, in mental ability, in the Bangladesh affairs, international diplomacy, and so many various topics. And it really takes 5 to 6 years to get prepared for the exam to rank in the top 10, top 100.
Mhm.
And this is a very gigantic task. And this is why I'm just investing my time to take the preparation. Uh, my dream to see myself in such sort of high official job of Bangladesh government, which
Okay.
is very uh, very, uh, very extraordinary job in our country
Mhm.
and in the society.
I think I understand. So since graduating with your business administration degree, you have been preparing for the civil service position. I understand that this is a very competitive
Yes, yes.
position. What is the most important
Uh-huh.
part of this exam? Is it speaking English or is it the math? What is the most significant part of this exam?
Yes, so the most significant part of this exam is 200 marks Bangladesh related affairs, 100 marks for international affairs like international diplomacy, track to diplomacy, cardboard diplomacy, how the US-Bangladesh relationship, what is the military approach to other neighboring countries, how Bangladesh should be doing the balance of power with the other neighboring countries. And such sort of things are very much important, like international affairs, Bangladesh affairs. And yes, in addition to these two, English also play a very massive role. There are 200 marks allotted out of 900 marks for English. There is a big comprehension with a very $10 vocabulary, very difficult vocabulary. It comes in the exam, and we need to handle it. As student having very extraordinary proficiency in English get a very competitive advantage over other people. And this is why English is very much crucial. And in Viva Voce, each and every single question is asked in English. And this is why English skill is.
So how much of this is live in person and not in reading? How much of this exam is in spoken? How much of the exam is spoken as opposed to reading it in English? And I think you're frozen, Manabendra, so we'll wait a few seconds to see if you can come back live again.